what could be a very big game number 4, because if the Blue Jays lose, we just don't think they can win 3 in a row. But tonight at Exhibition Stadium, it is game 4 between the Oakland A's and the Toronto Blue Jays in the ALDS. Oakland has a 2-1 lead over Toronto. And welcome everybody. This should be a very good one. As you saw, Oakland's 2 wins, 2-1 and 3-1, and Toronto blew out Oakland in game number 2. So any close game, it goes to Oakland, and any blowout, it goes to Toronto. Jim Clancy will start off, and that's going to be Kurt Young, who's going to be throwing for Oakland. Game 4 could be pretty exciting. So here we go. Here's Jim Clancy, 6'4", 220, age 32. And Jim Clancy's about to start off here. And this is how big it is. Luis Polonia will start off. And Clancy will pitch to Polonia. We're underway in game number 4. It's going to be high ball 1. Polonia was 0 for 5 in the last game for the A's. Well, you got a whole bunch of elimination games coming up for all the other teams. Clancy, that's going to be high, and caught one out. Ernie Witt with the catch. Witt, all right defensively, has not swung the bat well. Polonia, Lansford, Canseco, McGuire, Parker, Henderson, Steinbach, Hubbard, and Weiss. Only 2 home runs for Oakland in the postseason, all of them yesterday or the last game. Jose Canseco has still had no hits in the postseason. And the Bash brothers have been disappointing, and it's going to be 0-1. Barney Lansford will be here. He has a home run. He's hitting .462, and they're really looking good. So the 0-1 with 1 out. High pop fly kind of jammed him. McGriff underneath, 2 outs. McGriff had 3 home runs in a game at Oakland. And that 11-1 win, he was 5 for 5, 3 home runs, a double and a single. So here's Jose. He has had an absolutely tough game and series and everything. High inside, ball 1. Last game he was 0 for 4, the strikeout. You wonder about him. That's going to be on the ground. Picked up, the throw, and he's safe. He gets his first hit of the entire series. And Fernandez couldn't throw him out at first. And here's Mark McGuire now. Mark, a 154 average. They throw to first, he's safe. So Mark McGuire. And that's going to be a strike 1. McGuire 154. No home runs and an RBI. The Bash brothers have not done great work, but you know what? Canseco just got on with 2 outs. Low ball 1, 1-1. McGuire was also 0 for 5 last game and a strikeout. I believe Canseco got on with a walk. Beautiful night here in Toronto. That's going to be a strike 1 and 2. And McGuire with Canseco on first. The 1-2 with 2 outs. Oh, they don't get the call, 2 and 2. And it was outside a little bit. Jim Clancy trying to end his inning, and only about 11 pitches now. The 2-2. That's going to be fouled off and off to the side here. 2 and 2 with 2 outs. Low ball 3. It'll be 3 and 2. This would be the first time the Bash brothers both got on base at the same time if he walks them. And he's going to foul it back. Mark McGuire. Now a lot of pitches in this at-bat. Clancy was rolling till he got this. That's going to be safe here. So McGriff is at first. McGriff and Canseco. All the power in the world. The 3-2 with 2 outs. McGuire, a big at-bat. And high again, he fouls it off. So McGuire, all these pitches, he's got to have this has got to be number 9 at least. Struck him out, it hit the corner. McGuire doesn't like it. He does not like it at all. And Jim Clancy gets out of that. Bottom of the first, 0-0. Here's Kurt Young, 6'1", 195, age 28. And here's Lloyd Mosby, 176 in the postseason. And here's Toronto. Toronto is down 2-1. They know the importance of Game 4 here. And Kurt Young, and that's Mosby. Is it fair? It is. All the way onto the track, and it's 1-0 Toronto. Lloyd Mosby. He's got power, and I haven't seen that in a long time. And it's 1-0 Toronto. Lloyd Mosby, a home run. It's unusual that anybody would score in the first inning, but the Blue Jays have struck first. That's big. A lot of low-scoring games. And good night. I mean, low-scoring games. That is such a big, significant home run. You can do the math with all those stats. You can do that. Here's Fernandez. 1-0 Toronto, bottom of the first inning, and that's going to be a ball. Tony Fernandez, the shortstop. He's hitting .313 in the series. Kurt Young. I don't know if it's MVP straight ahead, and that's going to be caught 1 out. Dave Henderson with the catch in center field. You got Mosby, Fernandez, Bell, and they got McGriff hitting 4th. Barfield, Gruber, Cecil, Fielder, Witt, and Liriano. So they really beefed up their lineup, .275 average. In the postseason, they do have Cecil Fielder here. He would go on to Detroit in the next year and be unbelievable. And that's going to be a strike. George Bell hitting .294. They mixed around things a little bit. 1-0, it'll be outside 1-1. Last game, Bell was 1 for 5, and he had a single. In the bottom of the first inning, that'll be a shot to right field and a base hit. So George Bell gets on, and now Fred McGriff will come up. A hard shot to right field. Watch George Bell. Good night. And he unloads on that one. Fred McGriff. And that'll be fouled off, 0-1. Fred McGriff at .471. Oh, he swung and he missed. Bell to second base, and he's going to be safe. So a wild pitch there, and Bell will go to second. And here's the crime dog, though. He's down 0-2 in the count with 1 out. Freddie McGriff, the 0-2. And that'll be fouled off again. Fred McGriff, .471. And that'll be on the ground. That'll get him to third. That'll get Bell to third. That'll be 2 out. So a base hit will score him no matter what it is. So McGriff is 0 for 1, but he does move the runner over. And here's Jesse Barfield, who's hitting .235, but he does have a home run. So the first pitch here, low, strike one, 0-1. 2 for 5 in the last game with 2 doubles and an RBI. He had the only RBI last game for the Blue Jays as they lost 3-1 in 11 innings. The Blue Jays win today. It'll be a big pivotal game 5. And a swing and a miss there, 1-2 with 2 outs. No. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2, and that'll be fouled back. Barfield again, if he can get a base hit and they can go up 2-0, that would be gigantic. Any game where Toronto scored more than 1, they've won. And that's going to be fouled back again, going back to the wild card game against the Detroit Tigers. So the 2-2 with 2 outs. Low, and he's still alive. You're starting to see a lot of stats and a lot of everything. This is big. You're starting to see things start to round out here, and Barfield is picking it up. Oh, and he fouls that one off. That was a meatball, but he couldn't get around to getting that. It's still 2-2 with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. 3-2. They throw to third. Nothing going there. Kelly Gruber will be on deck. The 3-2 pitch with 1 on. High, and he just popped it up. And underneath should be a can of corn. He got it. We end 1 inning. It's Toronto 1 and Oakland nothing on a Lloyd Mosby home run. We go to the second inning. Dave Parker now. Dave Parker for the Oakland A's will be up. He's hitting .333, 1 for every 3. No home runs, no RBI. Clancy with 15 pitches. Most of them to McGuire, really. Last game, Parker 2 for 3. He had 2 singles. So he's a little bit on a hot streak. So Clancy is a little bit careful. That's going to be fouled back 1-1. A lot of foul balls. And that's a sign usually in the first inning that a lot of these will be fair by the third inning. It doesn't mean there'll be bits, but they're going to be in play. And it's going to be 1-2. Both teams aggressive at these pitchers. There are a lot of foul balls, and the ones that they're not swinging at are balls. Struck him out. That's going to be 1 out. Parker goes down. Second strikeout for Clancy. Here's Dave Henderson. Henderson now with 1 out, inside ball 1. He's hitting .250 as a home run, 2 RBI. Toronto 1, Oakland nothing. High ball 2. 2 for 5, a home run and 2 RBI in the last game. You know, I'm wondering about just the, you got so much power on both these teams. There's going to be a day when they both let her rip. That's going to be Fernandez the first, 2 outs. We had one game, it was game 2, where Toronto went crazy and won 11-1. That was really big. And here's Terry Steinbach. Steinbach hitting .333. That'll be high ball 1. He was 2 for 5 in the last game with 2 singles. Hitting 1 for every 3 inside, 2-0. So Clancy starting off here, his 25th pitch. High into left field. This is deep and back, but not far enough. And underneath, and that'll be out number 3. We go to the bottom of the second inning. The Blue Jays have a 1-0 lead. Here's Kelly Gruber, .353. 1 home run, 3 RBI. And Gruber. Yeah, I don't know. The guy that they said over the PA was not Kelly Gruber. Gruber does have a home run when they had the 11-1 win in game number 2 and just absolutely blew out the A's. He had a home run late. Really put salt in the wound. It'll be 0-2. He'd like to get another one in the series. Bottom of the second inning, struck him out. And Gruber goes down. Kurt Young will get the first out of the inning. Here's Cecil. Cecil Fielder. He's good. He also has not played all postseason, and that's going to be a strike. So Cecil Fielder, his first at bat, and already in the hole at 0-1. He gets a chance tonight. Oh, I can see why he hasn't played. Hard to believe he had 50 home runs in like 2 years, or maybe even 1989. I don't know. Fielder on the ground. This will be short to first. He stole 1 base in his career. I remember Detroit, I believe it was against Minnesota, and he had 1 stolen base. Here's Ernie with 188. I mean, every so often he'll have a hit, but he hasn't had a great series. That'll be high strike 1 right at the top. Last game, he was 0 for 4 with this strikeout. So bottom of the second inning with this will be on the ground. Short to first, and that'll end the second inning. Here in game number 4, Toronto has a 1-0 lead. Here's Glenn Hubbard, 333, no home runs, no RBIs. Clancy with 25 pitches in the first 2 innings. He'd like to get out of an inning without so many foul balls. Oh, they called that a strike earlier, and Clancy doesn't like it. Hubbard was 2 for 5 with 2 singles in the last game. Yeah, look at him rolling his eyes. He knows that Clancy's rolling his eyes right now. Hubbard, that's going to be a strike, 1-1. Jim Clancy. High pop fly, and underneath. Kelly Gruber comes in right on the pitcher's mound. The axiom is let the infielders make the catch. So that'll be 1 out. Gruber, a good defensive series. Better. It was all offense and no defense, and now he's really started to wind it up defensively, but his offensive production has fell. And here in the top of the third, the 1-0 to Weiss. Weiss is deep to right field. They could tie it up. Oh my goodness, he hit that through the field goal post. Through the field goal post, and Walt Weiss has hit it 374, and it's a home run. It's 1-1. Walt Weiss has hit a home run to tie up the game, and Tony La Russa's liking that. Remember here, Exhibition Stadium, when we did the 83 replay, it was the site of the 83 World Series, and they know that this is a very big series. Look, right through the goalposts. Now here's Luis Polonia. Bottom of the third inning, it's now 1-1. And that's going to be a ball down low. He popped up in the first inning. Polonia still has not had a base hit. So Clancy, the 1-0. And that's going to be fouled over. And it'll hit the ground, 1-1. On the ground, this could be it. Fernandez, they get him. 2 outs. It forced Fernandez to make the throw quickly. That 87 speed of Polonia. That's where you get your errors. Here's Carney Lansford. He popped up in the first. He's 6 for 14. A home run and 2 RBI in the series. So Carney, remember in the last game, he had a big home run, jammed him. And this should be an easy out, and it is. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Both teams have a run. But Walt Weiss has a home run, and we are tied. Oh, look at Clancy. He knew it. We're tied at 1. Nelson Liriano. Well, Liriano's hitting 1,000. You know, later on he would play for the Yankees. There's a lot of talent on this team. It's 1-0. Here in the 30, he was 1 for 1 in the last game. As a pinch hitter, he had a double. So they're going to use him today, and it's 2-0 to Liriano. Kurt Young pitching here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. That's going to be a hard shot to right field and another base hit. He's 2 for 2 in the postseason. Liriano has only had 2 at-bats, and now people are thinking MVP. Here's Lloyd Mosby, who had the opening home run. Here's Lloyd Mosby. And that's going to be a strike, 1 for 1. He had the solo home run to open the game for Toronto. Well, if he gets another one, it'll be 3-1. There has to be a game where it would be 8-7 or 8-6. There's going to be a steal. It's a hit and run, and he fouls it away. 0-2. You never want to hit and run on 0-2 because you know the pitch is going to be outside. The 0-2 with 1 out. Liriano on first, and it's going to be fouled again. So Kurt Young against Lloyd Mosby. The 0-2. See, that's the type of pitch that'll get you out. Cito Gaston, the manager for the Blue Jays in 1988. And that'll be fouled again. He can't get the oomph. Kurt Young can't do it. You don't want to have to go to your bullpen all over the place because you still got another game here without rest. And that's going to be another foul. Lloyd again is 1 for 1. This will be the 38th pitch. This has to be like pitch number 9. Broken bat and caught. And that's what happens when your bat shatters. Barney Lansford with the catch. And now Tony Fernandez, he lined out in the first. 4 for 13 in the series with a double. 0 for 1 today. So Fernandez 0 for 1. 38 pitches now. Kurt Young. They're not going to go. It'll be 1-0. 1-1 Oakland and Toronto. Bottom of the 3rd inning. This is game number 4. If Oakland wins, he'll be in a commanding position. That is going to be that's going to be out at second base. 2 outs. That was a botched hit and run. Watch this, a botched hit and run. What a nice throw. Oh, he might have been safe. The throw was okay, but the scoop was great. And now it's going to be 1-1 with 2 outs. And if Fernandez gets like a triple, they're going to be ticked, or even a double. High to right field. That's going to be deep. Canseco. And he'll make the catch. We go to the 4th inning. It's 1-1. Here's Jose, 1 for 1 single in the first. He had his first hit of the series. He was 0 for 12, broke that streak. And now Clancy, and that'll be fouled away 0-1. It was a deep base hit to Fernandez, who just couldn't throw him out. It'll be 1-1 here. Top of the 4th inning, Oakland 1, Toronto 1. High ball 2, 2-1. The last game went 11 innings. It ended up 3-1. And that's going to be a hard shot to right field and a base hit. So Jose Canseco is 2 for 2 today. They want to see if the Bash brothers can get on base at the same time. Here's Mark. 0 for 1 today. Remember, he had that foul fest in the first inning. So here's Clancy in the top of the fourth. Oh, there's the steal. They're going to throw to second. He's easily safe. So Canseco will get a stolen base. Too long of a windup, and he'll let him too big of a jump. So now Oakland has a runner on second. 0 for 1 today, top of the fourth. High, and oh, they needed that to be a pop out. They can double sacrifice and get a run, but the 0-2, they can easily get a strikeout here. The 0-2. High, 1-2. And Mark McGuire trying to put the ball in play and get Canseco to third. Struck him out, and that's what they needed, 1 out. Canseco stays on second.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Dave Parker.
There you see. Oh, way outside. Way outside, and here's Dave. He's 0 for 1 today, inside ball 1. He struck out in the second inning. Here in the top of the fourth in game number 4. And that's going to be right down the middle. That was a meatball there. 1-1 to Parker. You got Parker, then Anderson. And that's big, the 1-1. High and fouled it off, 1-2. He could get another strikeout. Eventually he feels he's going to miss. 1-2. 2-2. Down below. Should be the second out, and it is. So Dave Parker does move Canseco. So a base hit by Henderson. To ground it out in the second inning. A base hit, and Oakland will have a lead. It's 1-1, top of the fourth. Runner on third, and that's going to be low ball 1, low and outside. He has got that call before. 1 ball, one ball, no strikes. Anderson, and that's going to be a strike on the inside corner. Anderson's got to get a little aggressive. The 1-1. High, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. And here's Dave. They got him on the corner. It's 2-2. I don't know. I think he swung and fouled off 1 pitch. This is pitch number 5, 2-2, 2 outs. Struck him out, and that ends the 4th inning for Oakland. Jim Clancy gets out of it with Canseco on third. We go to the bottom of the 4th, 1-1. So here's George Bell, 1 for 1 today.
Leading off for the Jays, the left fielder.
And George Bell, he's 1 for 1. Kurt Young. That's going to be high ball 1. Basically, when these pitchers pitch a second and a third time, by the time of the World Series, it'll be mid-level scoring, but it's always low the first time you face pitchers. You don't know what they're going to do. So George Bell, that's going to be a strike, 2-1. We did have a 6-5 game or whatever. Last game was 1-1 all the way into the 11th. And Oakland had 2 runs, and Toronto couldn't tie, and they lost 3-1. The 2-2. No, they're not going to get it. It'll be 3-2, and Fred McGriff will be ready to come on deck. Here's George Bell, 1 for 1, a 3-2. Sharp to third. 1 out. Lansford to McGuire, and Lansford had a great defensive play.
The batter, number 19.
So Carney Lansford at third. Here is Fred McGriff. He grounded out in the first. He's hitting .500. He hasn't had an RBI except for game 2. 1-1. He'll be outside ball 1, 1-0. So Young, Toronto feeling the pressure to win this game. That's going to be a strike, 1-1. If Toronto loses, then game 5 will be an elimination game. And they don't want that at home. They want to be 2-2 with the pivotal game 5. Swing and a miss, 1-2 with an out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out. And he jammed him back. He'll be 1-2. Fred McGriff 0 for 1. 1-2. Now to be on the ground and foul. The 1-2 with an out. That'll be 2-2. Oakland 1, Toronto 1. Fred McGriff, nobody on, 1 out. He wants to get on. 3-2. And another full count with Barfield on deck. This could turn a lot of things. 1 on, 1 out is way different than 2 on with nobody out. On the ground again, Lansford. Second time, Lansford goes to McGuire, and it's 2 outs. He's not had a good series, -1 game. In games 1, 3, and 4 now, he's not been good. Jesse Barfield, 0 for 1. He popped out in the first inning. 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. And inside ball 1. Last 3 games, 2 singles, 2 doubles, and 3 RBI for Barfield. And he's going to foul that back, 1-1. So bottom of the 4th, the next game, Minnesota trying to close out Boston in the Metrodome. Lansford to McGuire, gets all 3 outs. Lansford should just get a gold glove for that. All the balls hit to him, he throws to first, very easy. And we go to the 5th inning, 1-1. Here's Terry Steinbach, 0 for 1, flew out in the 2nd inning. Jim Clancy, top of the 5th now. And he'll go to Steinbach, low ball 1. Oakland, 100-game winner. Many people thought Oakland and the New York Mets. Oh, that's a broken bat, 1 out. Kind of back and forth. Clancy is hurt. Clancy is hurt. He pulled something. And now there is a cold turkey pitcher coming in. Todd Stottlemyre, 6'3", 195. Stottlemyre will come in, and that is big as Clancy goes out. He'll get some rest. Here's Glenn Hubbard. He's 0 for 1, popped out in the 3rd inning. So Stottlemyre, outside ball 1, 1-0. 1-0 with 1 out high, and that's going to be a strike, 1-1. That's going to be a swing and a miss. 1-2 with 1 out. Struck him out, and that's going to be 2 outs. Stottlemyre.
Up next for Oakland.
My goodness. He just comes in and gets the out. Good night there. Look at this. Oh, it looks like the bat went right through the ball. Walt Rice now. They're booing him. He's 1 for 1. today. Swing and a miss. Stottlemyre's throwing hard. He had the only RBI for Oakland. He had a home run in the third inning. He's 3 for 10 in the series. Stottlemyre now. Low, he wins. It's 0-2. Walt Weiss 0 for 3 in the last game with a strikeout, and now the 0-2 with 2 outs. Stottlemyre high, and they just popped it up. Here's Witt, and he makes the catch. We go to the bottom of the 5th. What a move. Stottlemyre looking good as he comes in on a second's notice. Weiss pops it up. It's 1-1. Kelly Gruber, 0 for 1. He struck out in the second, 333 average. Kurt Young, this will be number 59. Behind ball 1. Last game, Gruber was 0 for 4. His defense is vastly improved, but now his offense is down. They want him to get him to a complete game, and he can't do it. It's going to be 2-0. Here in the bottom of the 5th, Oakland and the New York Mets both were overwhelming favorites to play in the quote Dream Series. You know, it was supposedly supposed to be the Dream Series. Oakland and the New York Mets, and Oakland is having trouble early. That's going to be a strike, 2-2. By winning in 11 innings, they're going to have to lose the series in Oakland. And either game 6 or 7 if they lose. But they can win it in 5. It's 3-2. Cecil Fielder on deck. Nobody out. Full count to Kelly Gruber. And oh, they call him out, and Kelly Gruber does not like that. Oh, I don't know about that one. I do not know. And look at this. Oh, my. A pivotal pitch. But here's Cecil Fielder. Inside ball 1. Fielder against Kurt Young. And they'll foul it back. 1-1 with 1 out. Bottom of the 5th. Swing and a miss. So Kurt Young trying to get through this portion of Toronto's lineup. Not as easy as the stats say. High and popped up. Going all the way back. They're going to make a catch here. 2 outs. 2 outs, and I mean, Glenn Hubbard, he has been quietly doing a very good job at the bottom of the lineup for Oakland. But here's Ernie Witt, and Ernie's having trouble. He grounded out in the second inning here in the bottom of the 5th. Yeah, you know, he's having trouble here, and that's going to be Witt to left field. This could go in the gap. Let's see. And it will not, as Henderson makes the catch. We go to the 6th inning. The score, the A's 1, Toronto 1.
Leading off for Oakland, the left fielder, number 22.
Well, here we go. I believe this is Luis Polonia to start. Getting his first base hit. Last time, as Todd Stottlemyre, only 7 pitches to get 2 outs. And that's going to be a strike. They have people warming up, but I'd keep on with Stottlemyre as far as you can. He's mowing him down. There's a bunt. Gruber, and it's laying fair, and Polonia will be on first. Oh, and that is where Gruber, that hurt. If you're Toronto, watch this. Right on the fair. Right on the chalk. And that means it's fair. Lansford 0 for 2, and he popped up twice. They're going to try and bunt him over. They throw to second, not even close, and it's first and second. And Toronto has to start worrying about this, as now you have the Bash brothers coming up. Carney Lansford with the bunt base hit. There was nobody covering first. He would have never have made it. His only option was second. And here's the Bash brothers, Jose Canseco. They can double sacrifice. There's the steal, the swing and a miss. They throw. They got him, one out. What a waste. What an absolute waste as Polonia gets thrown out. It was a hit and run. What an absolute waste of an opportunity there. That might be the biggest play of the game. Maybe of the series. Here's Canseco. And he'll pop it up. And Gruber will go over. Gruber and got it. 2 outs. This has gone from tragedy in 2 pitches to tragedy for Oakland. And Mark McGuire 0 for 2. He struck out twice. I can't believe it. It went from a huge advantage for Oakland down to being a nightmare. This is it. 3 pitches. 1, 2, 3. A steal, a foul out, and a ground out. Oh my goodness. Nelson, Lariano, Mosby, and Fernandez. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Toronto will come up. Lariano, he singles in the 3rd inning. He's 1 for 1. He's 2 for 2 in the series. And Lariano, that's got to be outside, ball 1. He's doing pretty well. Lariano batting 9th. And he's going to lay it down, but it's going to be foul. 1-1. Kurt Young still in the bottom of the 6th inning. Inside, ball 2. 2-1. Toronto is one heck of a formidable opponent for Oakland. Lariano's ripping it up. He might be an MVP. He might be. And he only played last game as a pinch hitter.
Now batting, center fielder.
He has a hot bat. And here's Lloyd Mosby. Mosby had a home run on his first at-bat of the game and Toronto's first at-bat. He solo home run, 4 for 15. A home run and an RBI. Down low, 1-1, bottom of the 6th inning. And there we go. It's going to be 1-1 and safe there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Goes back again. And they're going to play a little bit of this. Nobody out. Of course, they want to go to second base. I wouldn't run. I just let these things play out. And, you know, they're booing and this is getting boring. But in all reality, if I were Toronto, you've ran so many people out in a series that you got to just let the people bat. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that's going to be fouled away. There's nobody out and 1 on. Lariano is on first. Lloyd Mosby wants to get a base hit here. 1-2, and that's going to be fouled again. Big at bat in the bottom of the 6th inning. Toronto wants to. Oh, deep to right field. Is it fair? It is gone. Lloyd Mosby, his 2nd home run of the day, and it's 3-1, 419 feet, and it is a big 3-1 lead. Lloyd Mosby, unbelievable shot, his 2nd home run of the day. I can't believe that. I can't believe that. That's on the track to the football field. On the track, my goodness. And that's going to be a ball outside. Fernandez will be up. It's now 3-1 Toronto. And Stottlemyre has been pitching well. 3-1 Toronto. They're going to try and tie up the series high into left field. Canseco will get underneath and make the catch, 1 out. Actually, that's Polonia who will make the catch, 1 out. Canseco is in right field. Kurt Young giving up that home run was a shock. For Toronto, they want to add on. As George Bell, it'll go Bell, then the crime dog Fred McGriff. And inside ball 1. Eric Plunk and Caderet. They're warming up, and Bell. That's going to be fouled off, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. And outside, 2-1. As Bell now 1 for 2. 3-1. Fred McGriff. Struck. Oh, it's almost said struck him out. But it's going to be 3-2 with 1 out. And Kurt Young on the ground right there. Young to first. 2 outs.
Now that number 19.
2 outs, Fred McGriff. And here's Fred. And that's going to be fouled off now, 0-1. McGriff was so good in game 2, but hasn't done anything before or since. That was a shock when they won 11-1. And that's going to be into right field. Canseco will not chase that one. You can see the pitch count. He's back up to 20. He has 89 total. This will be his 90th. The 0-2 with 2 outs. They're going to say ball down low. 1-2 to Fred McGriff. In the bottom of the 6th inning. That'll be a little bouncer. McGriff. Oh, barehanded. They throw to first. They get him out. Lloyd Mosby, his 2nd home run. He has all the RBIs today for the Blue Jays. It's 3-1. We go to the 7th. So Stottlemyre is still in. Here's Dave Parker. Todd Stottlemyre doing a great job right now. Parker struck out and grounded out for Oakland. And Todd Stottlemyre now. And that's going to be high, strike 1. So Tony La Russa being a little nervous because if Toronto wins, it becomes a best of 3. It'll be 2 games apiece. And that's going to be a hard shot to left field. It'll drop and a base hit, a single. So Dave Parker gets on, and here's Dave Henderson. Dave Henderson, the center fielder. He's 0 for 2 today. Toronto 3, Oakland. Yeah, Toronto 3, Oakland 1. That's going to be fouled off. So Stottlemyre had a good couple innings, 1 2/3. Because remember, he came in with an out, and he just was unbelievable that inning. The 0-1, that's going to be 1-1. Remember, last inning, Oakland had 2 on, and in 3 pitches, caught stealing, foul out, and ground out. 1, 2, 3, 3 quick pitches. The 1-1, swing and a miss, it'll be 1-2. So Stottlemyre started to cool down, but it's a big 1-2 pitch to get an out. Hard hit, could be a double play. Gruber to Fernandez to McGriff. I think that was Gruber. It's not Manny Lee, but Kelly Gruber. Manny Lee, I believe Cecil Fielder at second base. Here's Terry Steinbach. He's 0 for 2. And that'll be fouled off. 0-1 to Steinbach here in the 7th. 0-1 with 2 outs. You gotta love it if you're Toronto and hate it if you're, oh my God, that was so inside. And Steinbach went to swing at that. Toronto wins. They tie the series up at 2 games apiece. High pop fly. And this is Tony Fernandez going to end the inning. They go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Toronto has a 3-1 lead.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for
Eric Plunk comes in, 1 game, 2 innings. His ERA is atrocious. He struck out 1, walked none. Righties like him and lefties love him. So Plunk will come in against Jesse Barfield.
leading up for Toronto.
And believe me, he's going to get a quick hook,
Number 28.
because if Toronto starts to get more and more runs, then we have problems. So here's Plunk. And that's going to be a strike. So Barfield will start off. He's 0 for 2 today. So Young is done. And Plunk is in. So the 0-2, a terrible swing by Barfield there. And another bad one. So it'll be in the dirt. They'll throw to first, 1 out. That's, I believe, Steinbach to McGuire.
Third baseman.
That was a terrible at-bat. That might be one of the worst at-bats I've ever seen. Speaking of terrible at-bats, 0 for 2 today, 2 strikeouts for Gruber. He also left a bunt on the ground, Luis Polonias. So we finally have a consistent game, but he's bad offense, bad defense today so far. And it's 1-0. One of these days, everybody's going to break out of their shell, and it's going to be an insane game. That's going to be a strike, 1-1 with 1 out. And Kelly Gruber 0 for 2. 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strike. Struck him out, and that's going to be 2 outs.
Now back, the designated hitter, Cecil Fielder.
So Cecil Fielder, you can see this. This is a curveball, and Gruber gets the hat trick, striking out 3 times. Yeah. So here's Cecil Fielder. He's 0 for 2. And that's going to be a ball outside, 1-0. Toronto 3, Oakland 1. He popped out and grounded out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Fielder looking for his first base hit of the postseason. It's his first game, his first 3 at-bats. And swinging like that, he's never going to get it. 1-1.
Nope, that's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And we got a little bit of bot action going here. So I'll do this. That's going to be fouled off again by Fielder. So Cecil Fielder. And that's going to be again foul. Bottom of the 7th inning. And he strikes him out to end the 7th inning. At the end of 7, it's Toronto 3 and Oakland 1.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Blue Jays.
Dwayne Ward, 1 game, 1/3 of an inning, and he just struck out his player. Righties like him, lefties hate him. Dwayne Ward will be in the 8th inning.
Leading off for Oakland, the second baseman.
Very, very big. 3-1, Toronto leads Oakland. And it's going to be high and deep to left field, way back. And this one is gone. It's 3-2 now. Glenn Hubbard has had an underrated series. When you say who has had a great series and kept Oakland in it, Glenn Hubbard has done it. And a home run here as I got rid of the bots, but right now, top of the 8th inning, nobody out, and it's down 3-2. So even if they don't score a run, they get their goal of getting 1. Glenn Hubbard and Dwayne Ward, oh my goodness. And now Walt Weiss. 1 for 2 today. Ward, his first pitch of the inning. And Gruber right to first. To McGriff, 1 out. Don't know, 1 pitch, 1 home run, and you bunt. You got a struggling pitcher. 1 for 3 is Polonia. Here in the top of the 8th. Polonia to right field. They're hitting this guy hard. And that's going to be 2 outs. They are hitting Dwayne Ward hard. Get a home run. And then 2 outs. And Lansford, 0 for 3. Here's Dwayne Ward. That's going to be fouled off. Every pitch has been hit. Fair or foul, it doesn't matter. Oakland wants to tie this game up at 3. Swing and a miss. There's 2 strikes. It's the first time we felt air after a pitch for Ward. The 0-2 with 2 outs. On the ground. They got to hurry this up. Fernandez safe. And that's going to be a base hit. It was going to be tough. Walt Weiss went to first. But his biggest thing is Canseco's coming up now. And what a big deal this is. Here's Jose, 2 for 3. 2 outs, 8th inning. Outside, 1-0. One ball, no strikes. They throw to first. He's safe. You don't want to freeze your own pitcher. 1-0. 2 outs. That's going to be a strike. 1-1. Dwayne Ward gave up a home run. If he does now, that would be a devastating blow for Toronto. A hugely devastating blow if he gave up a home run. Ward down below, 2-1. If this doesn't hurt, if he walks, and you got McGuire coming up, the Bash brother. 2-1 with 2 outs. That's going to be 3-1. They're keeping away. You got McGuire. 3-1, 2 outs. Dwayne Ward, he's feeling it. He'll probably bring this down the middle, and he does. That's going to be fouled off. It's a full count with 2 outs and a runner on first. The pitch, and they walk him. So McGuire will go to first base. A great base hit now. McGuire is up. Canseco to first, sorry. A really good base hit, and Canseco can come around and make it 4-3. And that's going to be outside, 1-0. You can see right now the exhibition stadium here in Toronto. The 1-0 with 2 outs, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Two outs. Hard hit and a base hit. There's going to be one scoring. Let's see if they're going to get Canseco. He's going to go around third. He's coming home. Are they going to get him? The throw home. They got no. It's safe. Canseco. 4-3 Oakland. 4-3 Oakland. And it is quiet here in Toronto. Mark McGuire has given Oakland a 4-3 lead. And Mark Eichhorn will come in. 4 innings, 1 strikeout. Righties don't like him. Lefties are okay with him. But Mark Eichhorn, he's got that sidearm motion. He will be in, and now the A's have flipped the script on the Blue Jays. And a swing and a miss there to Dave Parker. Oh, how tough that was. If you're a Toronto fan leading 3-1, you thought you had it. And that'll be fouled away, 0-2. You thought you had it. You thought this was going to be a 2-game to 2-2 series. You thought it would be. And now it's 4-3 Oakland. Low, ball 1. Cerruti will warm up. 3 in the top of the 8th. What a big hit from McGuire. And still McGuire and Canseco have not been on base the same time because Canseco scored. Here's Parker. That's going to be to left field. It's going to hit the gap. Another run's going to score. It's now 5-3 and they get the insurance run. And Dave Parker, and now it is quiet. And now Dave Henderson will be up. Toronto, the hopes are fading. They were up 3-1, and now this has happened. It's 5-3. In the top of the 8th inning, it started out with a home run. It started out with a home run off Stottlemyre. Henderson is 0 for 3 today. There have been 2 strikes or 2 outs on a lot of these batters. And it hits off the leg, and it'll be safe. Henderson gets on. Here's Terry Steinbach. He's 0 for 3. They got Eichhorn still in. This game could be blown wide open. Right now it's still plausible. Toronto can tie it up. But right now it's starting to fade. The 1-0 with 2 outs. That's going to be a strike, 1-1. Steinbach now 0 for 3. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. 2 outs. 8th inning, the 1-2. And that's going to be away, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And he's going to foul it back again. Eichhorn, if they score a 3rd run, it's over, and Toronto is in so much trouble. It's still plausible if they get this out to 2-2. On the ground, up the middle, a base hit at 6-3. And it's trouble. It is trouble now for Toronto. 5 runs in this inning for Oakland, and they can feel it. It's looking like it'll be 3-1, and Toronto will be trying to play for their lives in the next game. It's 6-3 now. They can't get this out. Left field. And they finally get it. 2 outs, they do all the damage. And it's now 6-3 Oakland. Now here's Rick Honeycutt, 1 game, 2/3 of an inning. A strikeout and a walk, no walks. Righties hate the guy, lefties love him. And Rick Honeycutt will come in. So here's Ernie Witt. You got 8, 9, and 1 coming up. And Toronto needs at least a run. They need a run. So here we go, Honeycutt now. Remember, Minnesota had a 3-0 lead, and Boston won the last game 3-1. They won the last game, so it's 3-1. Up the middle, and Witt, it's a base hit. So here we go. Toronto's going to start their own version of their rally. And Ernie Witt gets on.
Second baseman, Nelson.
And right up the middle. And Nelson Lariano, who's been absolutely white hot in the last 3 at-bats. He's 3 for 3, 2 for 2 today. And that's going to be outside, ball 1, the forkball. 2 singles, he scored a run. He's 3 for 3 in a series with a double. This could get really, really interesting, especially when you have Lloyd Mosby coming up next. Lariano, this is to left field. It's deep, it's deep. Oh, and it's off the glove, and there they go. It's going to be first and second. Luis Polonia off his glove, and you can't count Toronto out yet.
The center fielder.
Look at Lariano. He's now 4 for 4. Look at that, right off the glove. Here's Lloyd Mosby, 2 for 3, both home runs. If he gets a home run, that would be incredible. We'd be in a tie game. And that's going to be a strike inside, 0-1. Mosby is 2 for 3, 2 home runs, 3 RBI, and he ended up scoring 2 runs. This is absolutely incredible. Oh, this is huge. The 0-1. Oh, and he took a meatball there, but he took it inside, and it's 1-1. They call that. Rick Honeycutt is struggling. They bring him in, and all of a sudden, Toronto, this is all for Toronto right now. Whatever they can do now. Mosby, it's 2-1. It's all about this. If they get no runs, they're going to be dead in the next inning. You know that. So they 2-1. And that's going to be fouled back, 2-2. You have Eckersley. You might as well bring Eckersley in now. It's 6-3. They bring Honeycutt in. If they bring Eckersley, you know you're getting something. Struck him out, 1 out, and that's big. Lloyd Mosby strikes out, and they know that's a huge strikeout. They know that is really big. Oh, that is big. The first 2 get on. And Lloyd Mosby, he watches this, and no, it was all right, but who knows? Here's Fernandez now. He's 0 for 3. He's due for a hit, and the Oakland knows it. It's low ball 1, 1-0. He flew out in the 6th inning, only hitting .263 now in the series. In some of these series, that might even be leading everybody, but not this one. 6-3 Oakland, 2 on, 1 out, the 1-0. And that's going to be a little jammed. This is Canseco. No, 1-1. 1-1 with 1 out for Tony Fernandez. 0 for 3 today. They're taking too many pitches. You got to be aggressive in this situation. It's 2-2 with 1 out. Big pitch to Fernandez. That's going to be fouled back. And this is big, the 2-2 again. Oh, I thought he was going to hit that 1 out. That would have made this whole place explode if he would have done that. Well, let's see the 2-2. No! It's 3-2. They wanted that. That could have been a strikeout, but they didn't call it. And it's now 3-2 with 1 out. It's a full count with 1 out for Fernandez. 0 for 3 today, the full count. On the ground and foul again. Oh, they could have called that. This will be the 9th pitch. This will be the 9th pitch. Fernandez. Oh, deep to left field. It's back. It's back. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Tony Fernandez has tied the game at 6. He's tied the game at 6. Rick Honeycutt has given up a home run. Fernandez, and we're tied. And the game was over. And he tied it. Oh, my goodness. What a comeback. And all those Blue Jay fans that were down are now up. Fernandez has hit a home run, a 3-run shot with 1 out. One of the biggest shots in postseason, definitely in Blue Jays history. If they were to come back and win this series, here's Gene Nelson. Sometimes you gotta bring Eckersley in. Gene Nelson, Honeycutt blew that horribly. And now here's Gene Nelson. It's now 6. It's 6-6. We knew somebody would explode. And here's George Bell. He singled in a first. 1 for 3 today. This is incredible. This game has absolutely exploded. Oakland had 5 runs. I thought there was no way Toronto was coming back. They came all the way back, and there's still only 1 out. And that's going to be fouled back, 1-1. That 2-2 pitch will be relived. Was that a ball or a strike for a long, long time? That's called a strike. It's still 6-3. Inside, 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike with 1 out. Unbelievable game. This game is one of the best. Oh, it's deep to right field. This one is back. This one is gone. George Bell has given Toronto a 7-6 lead. That's incredible what has just happened. It is unbelievable what has just happened. They've gone from being resigned, being down 3 games to 1, to all of a sudden being 3 outs away from tying the series. George Bell. George Bell. Short of a field goal. You can see that, and now it's 7-6. And Fred McGriff, that's going to be a ball. They have 1 out. Oakland can't do anything now. They can't get it out. They can't do it. Toronto 7 and Oakland 6. 1-0 with 1 out. And it's going to be a strike, 1-1. Corsi and Cataract are warming up. That's unbelievable. Fred McGriff 0 for 3, 6 pitches by Gene Nelson. He's given up a home run to George. Oh my goodness, there's McGriff, and this is foul. It's foul barely. It's saying 2.5 feet. That would have been the insurance run. This place is exploded now. And that's going to be jammed inside, down 1-2. So Toronto 7, Oakland 6. Toronto took the Phillies to 7 games and ended up losing the '83 World Series in our replay last year. And now it's 2-2 with 1 out. One of the more unbelievable. This is incredible. The 2-2, 3-2. Barfield is on deck. Oakland can't get that next out. This is incredible. I don't think I've ever seen a turnaround like this. And this stakes, and McGriff will go to first. Oakland came in with a 6-3 lead. They scored 5 in the top of the inning, and Toronto scored 4 in this inning. Barfield 0 for 3, struck out in the 7th. Now they're 3 outs away from winning this and tying the series. That's incredible. Barfield 0 for 3, that's going to be a swing and a miss. Gene Nelson, we knew there'd be a game where they'd explode, but I never thought it would be this one. Not when it was 1-1. That's going to be to left field. Way back, way back, way back. It is gone. They get the insurance. It's 9-6. And Jesse Barfield. Nobody can get it out for Oakland. Nobody. It's now 9-6. This is incredible now. Nelson, and watch this, good night. And this was close in the beginning, and first row. Here's Jim Corsi. 2 games, he's 1-0, 3 innings, 1 strikeout. Righties don't like him, and lefties hate the guy. But Corsi will come in, and Kelly Gruber's 0 for 3. They still can't get the out. This is unbelievable. And this is going to be fouled back. There have been 11 runs scored just in this 8th inning. 11 runs. One of the more incredible innings I've ever seen. 11 runs in this inning. 5 for Oakland and 6 for Toronto. That's a line drive out. That's going to be number 2. Lansford with the catch. And Cecil Fielder, the DH. He's 0 for 3, struck out in the 7th inning. Like, seriously, I never believed this. This is unbelievable. And Fielder, it's 1-0 with 2 outs. The 1-0. Hard and on the ground, 1-1. It's fouled off. I mean, you can't count out Oakland, though. I mean, remember, Oakland had a 3-run lead on Toronto, and look what happened. I'm not counting out Oakland at all. Tom Hankey will probably come in for the save. It'll be 1-2. It's just one of the more interesting series I think I would ever see. Toronto, I can't believe this. They were down 6-3 in the top of this inning. With 1 out, they were down 6-3. They strike them out. 6 runs by Toronto in the inning. 5 by Oakland. 11 in this inning. That's incredible. We go to the 9th. Tom Hankey will come in. 2 games, 1 save. This is a save opportunity. 3 innings, 2 strikeouts. Righties hate the guy and lefties don't like him. So Tom Hankey. Here's Walt Weiss in the 3rd inning. Weiss, good night. You never know. You never know in this game. I'm telling you right now, you never know. So let's see what Hankey does to Weiss. Down low, 1-0. Remember, they couldn't get an out last inning. They struggled. Toronto came up. Oakland struggled. That'll be a swing and a miss, 1-1. Toronto, if they get 3 outs, they're going to go on. They're going to tie the series at 2. Low, 2-1. This box score is going to look very interesting. 3-1 now. 9-6. Toronto leads. And Luis Polonia will be on deck. We told you they can't get an out. It's going to be interesting. Any out would be big. Hankey, expect to have stomach ulcers after this. It'll be 3-2. If he could get the first out, that would be so huge. Seriously, that would be gigantic. The 3-2. 4-2, and they walk him. And we begin the order again with Polonia. So here's Luis Polonia, single in the 6th inning, 1 on, nobody out. We knew it would come down. It's going to come down. You're going to get the tying run on. It's going to be close, and we know it. Polonia now. That'll be fouled off. Are they going to get it? No. Eckersley in the bullpen, thinking if they should have brought Eckersley in at 6-3 and at least got that inning very well, but you never know. That's going to be to left field. And underneath, that's going to be caught, 1 out. They bring it in. A double play will end this game and tie the series up. But now you got Walt Weiss coming up. Where's this Carney Lance? It's Carney Lansford. Carney Lansford, and he can hit it out. If he does, you have both Bash brothers up with 1 out. So here's Carney Lansford. This is the meat of the lineup right now. And that's going to be high and outside, ball 1. 9-6 Toronto leads. 1 out, 1 on. Lansford, low 2-0. Hankey's got to go after him, and Lansford knows it. Top of the 9th inning. Hankey against Lansford. It'll be out 3-0. If he puts him on, then Canseco can tie the game up. If he puts him on, Canseco is smiling, and he knows he can do it. The 3-0. 4-0, and Canseco, he's got 1 out. And Hankey, again, we knew this would happen. Here comes Canseco. Both hits in the series here in game number 4. Toronto trying to hold a 9-6 lead. 1 out, he's fast. It'll be hard to double play him. 1 out. Toronto up by 3. And swing and a miss. He tried a home run there. 0-1 with 1 out. 9-6 Toronto. It's a perilous lead. High, and he jammed him. It's going to be to right field. Let's see. And it's going to be underneath and caught. 2 outs. So McGuire is hit. And it's not like you can just walk McGuire and get to the next batter. No. If you walk McGuire, you got Dave Parker up. And the Daves are after the Bash brothers. 9-6 Toronto, top of the 9th, 2 outs. And he'll foul it away, 0-1. Should have took that for the first ball. The tying run is McGuire. It's 9-6. Top of the 9th. On the ground and a base hit. They're going to score 1 to make it 9-7, and they'll stop there. And this is coming right down to the wire. McGuire keeps it alive. And now the go-ahead run is going to be coming up to bat. McGuire is the tying run. They put in Tony Phillips as a pinch runner. He's fast. So if they get a base hit, he might score. Here's Dave Parker. 2 for 4. And that's going to be a strike. He has a double, a single, and an RBI. Hankey at 17 pitches. I think it was because Eckersley was burnt out yesterday with the 11. That's going to foul that off, and it's now 0-2. 1 strike away from winning this game. Hankey's 1 strike away from winning this game. The 0-2. 9-7 Toronto. Foul, barely. Oh, and I'll tell you what, if that were fair, they might have just sent him home. The 0-2. High, and he jammed him. This should be an out. Fernandez is underneath. Oh, he gets it. He gets it. He turned around. I thought he dropped it, but he held on. And what a fitting end. Almost an error. But Fernandez holds on. And look at that 8th inning. 11 runs in that 8th inning. Your final 9-7 Blue Jays. And we have a tied series. A tied series. Unbelievable. The Blue Jays have tied this series. Eichhorn gets the win somehow. Nelson gets the loss, and Hankey gets the save. What a game. What an absolute game. You know, there were so many highlights on this one. And Mark McGuire, bam, that was a huge base hit to make it 6-3. Fernandez, that was a total shock. That was a total shock. And then George Bell, he needed every single one of those runs. And, oh, look at Fernandez to end the game. He almost dropped that. If he would have dropped that game, that would have been unbelievable there. Your final is 9-7. And we're going to go Lloyd Mosby, 2 for 4, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs. The winner is a guy they only got a third of an inning. Eichhorn gets the win. He pitched for a third of an inning. That's it. And the loss goes to Gene Nelson, who couldn't get an out. So now we're going to go to the post-game show, which should be one of the more interesting post-game shows that you'll ever see. The box score for Oakland. They only had 3 players with 2 hits, Canseco, McGuire, and Parker. And Canseco and McGuire, they actually started hitting this game, especially Canseco. 2 for 4, now he's hitting 125. 3 RBI for Mark McGuire, a big day. He struck out twice, though. Batting doubles, McGuire and Parker. Home runs, Hubbard and Weiss. Look at Hubbard. 1 for 4 today, but he's still hitting .312. RBIs, McGuire had 3, Parker, Steinbach, Hubbard, and Weiss. And Henderson grounded into a double play. Canseco stole a base, and Polonia was caught stealing. 1 for 2 today and stealing bases. For Toronto, Mosby 2 for 4, Bell 2 for 4, and Nelson Lariano an unbelievable 3 for 3. He is the hottest player in baseball right now. Batting home run, 2 home runs by Mosby, the player of the game, Lloyd Mosby. Fernandez with a home run, Bell with a home run, and Barfield. 5 home runs for Toronto. The RBI, Mosby had 3, Fernandez with 3, Bell with 1, and Barfield with 2. Lariano was caught stealing. They were 0 for 1 in that aspect. For Oakland, Young came in and gave up 3 runs, all of them earned on 5 hits in 6 innings. Plunk came in, a great inning, and then Honeycutt absolutely blew it. Horrible. 1/3 of an inning, he gave up 3 runs, and Nelson was even worse. Didn't get an out, but ended up giving up the deciding run, and Corsi came in and got the out that he needed. Toronto had Clancy. Stottlemyre did all right. Stottlemyre did very well, but Dwayne Ward was terrible. Dwayne Ward was horrible. Eichhorn came in and got the 3rd out. He ended up getting the win, and Hankey came in and got the save and almost got it blown. Taking a look, that'll mean 2-2 now. For a total in the series, it's 2 games apiece. It's the only series where we don't have an elimination game coming up. Minnesota can eliminate Boston in the final game in the Metrodome. If Toronto wins the series and Minnesota would host the ALCS, they're going to play Boston, and that'll be next. And Minnesota wins, they'll eliminate Boston. If Cincinnati wins, they'll eliminate Los Angeles. They lead 3-1. And if Pittsburgh wins, they lead 3-0. They will beat New York, and that'll be 4 games right there, 4-0. That'll be a sweep if Doug Drabek beats Sid Fernandez. So that's it for us today. Have a great day. What a game this was. One for the ages. What an 8th inning. 11 runs in the 8th inning total. Your final, Toronto 9, Oakland 7. Have a great day.